Hello friends, welcome back to Farzana Salli Bakes and Cooks. Here's another recipe of the Assamese Muslim cuisine, and that is Peppery Beef Bhuna, or as we call it in Assamese, Jalukia Bhuna. I learned this recipe from my mom and is usually prepared after Eid Ul Zuha as we have a lot of beef at home. And the interesting part of this recipe is it doesn't call for any onions and hence it lasts for a long time. And do you know, the key ingredient to this recipe is fat. Fat in combination with black pepper powder and all the other simple spices brings out its utmost flavor in this dish. So please watch till the end, Peppery Beef Bhuna, and how I have recreated another recipe using the first. So let's take a look at both the recipes. I just got this beef from the butcher shop and I have 2.5 kgs of beef ribs here along with some meat. And as you can see, this beef ribs has a little bit of fat in it, though not much. And if you think you don't want fat at all, why not remove it? And also when you see some thin membranes like this, just cut it off. We don't need this extra membrane. And once you are done cleaning it up, it's already clean, but if you think you need to remove some stuff, then why not go ahead. Wash the beef thoroughly several times, and when you think you are good, then put it into a colander to strain the water out. Now take a wide bottom pan and place the beef into it, and along with the beef we add 2 bay leaves, 1 tablespoon of ginger paste, 1 tablespoon of garlic paste, salt to taste, and 1 tablespoon of black pepper powder. Add all these ingredients into the beef, and along with that we add a tablespoon of clarified butter. This is optional. If you add a lot of fat, this is not needed, otherwise you can add some refined oil too. Give all these ingredients a good stir and place it on medium heat. And I think I'm going to add a piece of cinnamon too, as I like the flavor of cinnamon in the meat, but this is optional. Without the cinnamon also you can work it out. After we stir, we don't cover the meat at all. At this point it's only a process of stirring and cooking slowly in the flame so that the water oozes out. And we also want the fat to melt a little bit, so that as you can see the meat is a pale color now, and as it gets roasted in the fat, slowly the meat starts turning brown, and that is exactly what we want. So just leave it on the stove and you can do some other work also, and come in between, keep stirring, and as you keep stirring the water comes out, and we totally want the water to be dried and completely roasted in the fat that comes out. As you can see, the meat has turned brown, and now I'm going to add some water into it. Now we don't want to add a whole lot of water. Again, it all depends on the meat that you buy from, because some meat takes a longer time to cook, so accordingly you add the water that's needed. Once the water has been added, give it a quick stir and cover and cook it on medium heat. After about 20 minutes, remove the lid and give the meat a good stir. So as you can see, we still have water in it and it's still being cooked. It usually takes some time to cook this meat. You can also cook this meat in a pressure cooker. It cooks faster, but I always love to cook this in an open pan. I feel that the slower we cook, the more juicier and the more tastier it's going to be. So in this way, you put the lid on, open the lid, keep stirring. If water is needed, add a little more water till the meat is completely cooked. So let's open the lid and see. As we can see that the water has dried up completely and the fat is all there. And at this point I would like to roast the meat a little bit in the fat that is already in it, so that it gives a little more darker shade to the meat. This simple and easy peppery beef bhuna dish goes very well with plain rice, roti, naan, or even bread. If the recipe looks good, please hit the like button and also share with your friends. and I request new viewers to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed as yet. Now we proceed to the next recipe. For this recipe, place a pan over medium heat and add some fat from the meat that was already cooked. If you don't want to add this fat, you can use some regular refined oil, but I like to add that fat as I think it gives more flavor. And for this recipe, I have cut some onions, bell peppers and green chilies. First, we add in the green chilies that has been slit lengthwise, and next I add in the onions and bell peppers or capsicum that has been sliced thickly. And to it we add little bit of salt and little bit of pepper, just only for the vegetables that we have added. And as we stir these vegetables, we don't want these vegetables to be completely cooked 100%. We just want to saute a little bit until when the onions and bell peppers get a little crunchy. As you can see, the onions have started to brown little bit. That's just when we want it to be done. And at this point, we take out some meat and we add into this capsicum and onions. This combination of bell peppers, onions and meat along with the green chilies gives a very different flavor, and it tastes so good. I mean, it's just a simple dish, but it's completely very flavorful. Sometimes to this simple recipe, my mom used to add some ketchup, or you can also add in some soy sauce, and that is again a totally different taste. But I just kept it simple for you guys so that you can enjoy it this way. But if you want to try the other way with ketchup and soy sauce, you can just go wild with this recipe. You can keep on adding as much vegetables as you want, but I just love it simply with capsicum, onions, green chilies and the beef. So hope you enjoyed these two simple recipes. Do give them a try, and thank you very much for all your support, time and your love. Thank you for watching my channel. I'll be back with more recipes in the future. I might take some time, but I will be back. Till then, please take care and be safe. Bye bye.